Hello guys, what's up? I hope you guys doing okay because this is my probably third or second video, I don't know, in my YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel actually I shared some videos. Yeah, I shared some videos, but I had to I had to divide some video into two or three part because yeah, there was a limit for there was a limit for video time. I couldn't share my video that lasts 30 minutes because of it was so long, and then I had to divide this video into two or three part. Probably I shared those videos, but now this video is gonna be about food. Yeah, and this is my third video that I'm making, and this is gonna be about food. So by the way, I am gonna speak naturally because I didn't make any preparation for this conversation, for this topic. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna try to talk about this food in a nature way because you know, if anything comes to my mind, I'm gonna talk you this. I'm gonna talk to you this because I didn't research before making a video. I didn't research about food vocabulary or I mean something about kitchen or something about food. I didn't do this, so as I said, I'm gonna talk about this. Guys, foods. Yeah, foods are important, right? Foods are everything. Without food, probably we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here without food, right? And by the way, guys, can you please tell me if you are a foodie? Foodie. What foodie means? Foodie is a person. Foodie is a person who is interested in who is interested in going to different restaurant to taste different type of food. Actually, I'm not a foodie, but guys, if you are a foodie, let me know down below, leave a comment, and if you like my video, please like. Okay, don't worry. um, Guys, foods are important, and cooks all over in the world, and the foods and the delicious and tasty foods are so important in our life because, as I said, if there's no any food in the world, we wouldn't be here. Or if there is nobody, okay, if there's nobody to make us a food, probably we couldn't taste lots of delicious and tasty food because so much people don't know, right? So many people all over the world don't know how to cook very tasty food. Of course, there are some people who know how to cook deliciously, and my mother is one of them, one of these people. And I'm glad I have a mom like this. I'm glad I have a mom like this, and I thanks to my mom, I tried lots of delicious and tasty and cranky and very soft and sometimes very salty, sometimes very sugary foods. Thanks to my mom because my mom is a very good cook. And guys, what do I say? As I said, we're talking about foodie, right? The foodie is a person, as I said. Who is interested in going to different type of restaurant to taste different type of food all over the world. It can be, a French restaurant, for example. If you're a foodie, that means you probably love to go to a French restaurant, maybe a Chinese restaurant, or American restaurant. If there are some restaurant like this in your city or in your country, you can totally do this. And I'm not a foodie. I'm not a foodie because there are some reasons that I'm not a foodie. One of these reasons one of these reasons why I'm not foodie is because I'm not interested. I'm not interested in tasting all the food in the world because the foods. I mean, actually, the food. What food that I'm gonna eat today, or what kind of food that I'm gonna eat for breakfast, for me, I mean for lunch, for dinner is not important for me. Not important for me to worry about. I mean, if I'm in my home, okay, if I'm in my own home in Aksaray, which is now I'm here, I mean, I am eat what my mom cooks. I am always eat what my mom cooks because I have to eat what my mom cooks. Cheese, because there's nobody except my mom. There's nobody who cooks delicious food in our home, and that's why I have to eat what my mom cooks, or I have to eat what why I have to eat what kind of food there is in our home. And then probably the second reason why I'm not interested in I'm not foodie is because um probably it's about financial, because I mean I have I don't have a lot of money. Okay, I have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money, but my money is enough to okay. My money and my family's money is enough to pay our bill. That's okay. But sometimes we can do something fun. But actually, we don't have so much money to, and we don't have so much money to spend. I mean, spend foods, for foods outside. For foods at restaurant, because I don't know if I don't know if I'm the only one who think like this, but I think in my city and in my country, the foods are so expensive. At the restaurant, foods are so expensive. So, for example, there are some certain place in my city that that I usually go in a month or sometimes in 2 months, and the only thing there are, there are not so many things that I eat when I go one of these restaurants. I mean, when I go to one of these restaurant, one of these certain place where I usually go, the thing that I eat is generally doner. Sometimes we go to a big place that includes lots of eating place in it. Uh, Generally we eat pizza. Sometimes we eat hamburgers. I think hamburgers. For pizza and hamburgers, probably there are lots of people who likes hamburger and pizza because pizza and hamburger is so delicious, so great to eat, to taste, and after you ate that kind of food, you are probably full. Probably. But if you eat too much, you probably are gonna feel like you're gonna probably say, this is disgusting. I ain't gonna eat. I ain't gonna eat anymore. I ain't gonna eat that kind of food anymore or something. But to not to say this, I think we need to be careful how much we eat in the at the restaurant or in our home. And then, guys, food. What can I say about food? Let me think about, guys. Let me think about my experience about food, if I have. And actually, I don't have so much experience about food because I mean, what kind of experience could I have about food, right? I mean, the food, man. You eat it, and as I said, if you eat too much, you can lump, right? You may lump, and so by the way, guys, can you please tell me if you have lumped before, or how many times you lumped, or how many times have you guys lumped in your life? Lumped. Or are you the guy? Are you guys? Are you that kind of guy who usually lumps after after he eats so much, too many? Because I am not that kind of guy who lumps so much. When I lumped, the last time when I lumped is probably when I was 10, or maybe younger, or maybe a little bit older, because I was sick. I remember that day I was sick, and I didn't eat anything that day. I haven't eaten anything that day because this is how you feel when you are sick. You you, if you are sick, you feel like you don't want to eat anything. You're not interested in eating anything. I mean, even if there is the favorite, there is your favorite food, or I mean there is your favorite drink, there is your favorite food over there, but because of and because you're sick, you don't eat that, and this is so annoying, right? This is so annoying, and it is so boring. I mean, for example, you're a lover for pizza. Okay, you love pizza so much, and you are sick, and there's a pizza in front of you. I mean, it looks delicious and it smells perfect. I mean, your news is so happy about it, but you can't eat because you don't wanna. You don't wanna. Your stomach doesn't wanna eat this. Your stomach doesn't wanna take this. Doesn't wanna take this in. And I've experienced that kind of thing in my life so much, so many. But as I said, in that day, I mean, I was probably 10 years old, and I lumped. I wasn't eating anything, and my dad called my mom, and he said, I was in the shopping right now. I mean, I was in the store, and I'm gonna get something, and if me wants something, he said he can get. And then I said, hey mom,